and x would have to equal 59 when we subtract 180 minus 121. Next, over here, so we're going to start with this triangle because we've got these two angles, so we add those together. And we get 134. So when I subtract that from 180, I am left with z equals, z equals 46. So z is 46, same thing, y and z are supplementary. So I take 180 minus 46 to find y, so y would equal what I had up here, which is 134. Then I add 134 and 13, which is the other angle in this triangle. So I add 134 and 13, I get 147. When I subtract that from 180 to find x, I get x equals 33. Definition. So an exterior angle, so we've been talking about the interior angles of a triangle. An exterior angle of a triangle, or any shape, is an angle formed by a side of the shape and an extension of the adjacent side. Adjacent meaning next to. So we're going to see what that means for a triangle. So the measure of each exterior angle of a triangle equals the sum of the two remote interior angles, or you might see them as opposite interior angles. So what this means for a triangle is if I have a triangle like this, I've got angles 1, 2, and 3. It says it's formed by a side of a shape and an extension of the adjacent side. So if I'm looking at this side right here, an adjacent side would be this side on the bottom. If I extend that side to make a straight line, this angle right here, we'll call it angle 4, that would be an exterior angle. If I instead extended this side right here, this angle right here, we'll call that 5, that would also be an exterior angle. If I extended this side right here, angle 6 right here would be an exterior angle. So this theorem says the measure of the exterior angle equals the sum of the two remote interior angles, or opposite. So it means the ones that are not right next to it. So angle 4, measure of angle 4 would equal the measure of angles 1 and 3 together, because 2 is right next to it, so I want the other two added together. Measure of angle 1 plus measure of angle 3. Angle 5, I was talking about angle 5 out here, that would be angle 1 plus angle 2. Angle 6 is up here, that's right next to 1, so I'd be talking about 2 plus 3. So, use the diagram to answer the questions. Which angle is an exterior angle? Well, angle 1 is outside or exterior to the triangle, so angle 1 is an exterior angle. What are its remote interior angles? Well, it's right next to angle 2. The interior angles, the remote interior angles, are 38 degrees and 70 degrees. Find the measure of angle 1 and the measure of angle 2. Well, it said up here that this measure of this angle is equal to the sum of these two angles. They're two remote interior angles. So if I add 38 and 70, I get 108. Then, these two angles, 1 and 2, make a straight line. So if I take 180 minus what angle 1 was, which was 108, I'm left with 72 degrees for angle 2. Find the value of the variable and the measures of the angles. So here I've got a 90-degree angle, and I've got two other angles in the triangle. I know that these two angles have to add up to whatever 180 minus that 90-degree angle that I already have is. So if I subtract 180 minus 90, I'm left with 90 degrees. So these two angles together have to add up to a total of 90 degrees. So I'm just going to add them up, 8x plus 2 plus 9x plus 3, and set them equal to 90, because I know together they have to add up to 90, so that between these three angles I have a total of 180 degrees. So if I combine my like terms, 17x plus 5 equals 90, subtract the 5, 17x equals 85. When I divide by 17, I get that x equals 5. Same thing over here, but now I've just got all variables. So I add up everything, x plus 2x plus 6 plus 2x minus 6. All of those have to equal 180. Well, the negative 6 and the positive 6 cancel out, then I've got x, 2x, and another 2x, so that's 5x total.